Alright guys, so to get started with this, as I always do, I'm going to tell you about my supporting cast here. So to get started, we got some just regular Italian breadcrumbs, some black pepper, my seasoning salt, of course my pink Himalayan sea salt, some Worcestershire sauce. You know, everybody can't pronounce that. That's just the way it goes. Anyway, and then I have some ground chuck that I got from the store, and you can use your any type of sausage that you want. This is just some mild Italian. A lot of people use breakfast sausage. A lot of people use different types of exotic sausages, but you can use whatever you want. This is just happened to be what I chose. Then I got some onions here, just chopped up onions. And then I'm putting my little twist to this. If you look at a lot of the YouTube videos, it's basically just cream cheese, and that's about it. But I'm doing a little different. I'm doing an artichoke stuffed. Okay, so I got my artichokes here, my Parmesan, and then in this bowl I got some chopped spinach, and I got 1 brick of Philadelphia cream cheese, and then of course I got my jalapenos. Now before I even get started, let's describe what this armadillo egg is about. So just as a disclaimer, no armadillos got hurt in the making of this video, and there was no eggs that got destroyed in the making of this video. Just a disclaimer. So anyway, basically the armadillo is really more like a tailgating dish. So basically it's just a filled jalapeno wrapped with the ground beef and sausage, and you either, most people put them on like the barbecue pit, but I'm gonna put mine in the oven, guys. But like I said, I'm doing a little bit of a twist. So I'm doing, my jalapenos are gonna be stuffed with spinach and artichoke dip with some Parmesan in it, of course, and then I'm gonna wrap it. But that's the supporting cast, guys. So let's get started with go ahead and doing this, okay? To get started, I'm gonna have to just give my onions a little bit more translucent here. So I'm gonna turn on my my good buddy, my Copper Chef Pro here. By the way, speaking of this, go to my website, Big Tone Reviews. You can pick up the Copper Chef, you can pick up the Copper Chef Pro, all kinds of stuff. I'll tell you about that later. But I'll be right back and let's get started with this. The first thing I'm gonna do, as I said earlier, is I'm gonna get my onions a little translucent here. I've started my Copper Chef Pro. It's nice. Should be hot by now. It takes not but a second. But I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the pan. Yeah, it's hot. You can hear it there searing off a little bit. So I'm gonna get these a little translucent here. While I'm waiting for these though, I'll put this off to the side. I'm gonna make my filling here. So in here I have some chopped spinach. A lot of times I will use frozen spinach, but today I had some fresh spinach. I just wilted them down and chopped them up and put them up in here. And then I'm gonna add my artichokes to this. So I'm gonna mash up my cream cheese here. Now this one's been sitting out on the counter, so it's gotten pretty soft. You want to do that. You know, it's a little tough to do it when it's hard and been in the refrigerator for a long time. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up just a little bit here. It's a very simple recipe. Mix my spinach up in here, and I'm gonna add my artichokes here. This is just a regular can of artichokes from your local grocery store. I chopped them up a little bit. I like a lot of artichokes. And let's mix this up in here. And I'm probably gonna have way more than I need for this recipe, but you can always use this for some spinach and artichoke dip. Alright, so let's mix this up a little bit in here. Let me check my onions over here. Ah, yeah, there we go. Get this mixed up a little bit more. And then I'm going to add my Parmesan cheese. I'm not going to add this whole 6-ounce pack. I'm probably going to add about half of it. If I can get it open, guys. There we go. There we go. So a little bit of Parmesan cheese in there. And we're going to mix that up. Simple as that. Simple as that. So I got my mixture there. That's going to go inside of my jalapenos here. Let me check my onions here. Ah, there we go. Let me turn that down just a little bit. I just want to get some color to these onions here. Just a little bit, because they're going to go on my ground beef and my sausage mixture. Alright, so we'll let those cook. Let me get my sausage together here and my ground beef. So let me put these aside here. So this is just a 1 pound of ground chuck, 80-20. I'm going to take that and we're just going to put that in a bowl here. Discard the case here. And then we're going to use 1 pound of Italian sausage. Like I said, this is just the mild Italian sausage I got from the store pre-packed. So if you like something different, a little bit more exotic, feel free to use it. And we're just going to put that here in the bowl. And let me discard this. Stir my onions a little bit here. They're starting to get a little brown. It's just what I want. Now I'm going to turn this off here. Okay. So we got my onions in here. And they're looking great. And we got my ground beef and my sausage there. And we're just going to simply mix this up by hand, guys. But we're going to add some seasoning to it. You know, I never not season anything. So first thing I'm going to add is my Worcestershire sauce. So I'm going to add, you know, I never measure. I'm just going to add it until I feel like it's nice. Probably about 2 tablespoons. So add that to there. Set that aside. Then the next thing I'm going to add is my pink Himalayan sea salt. And I'm going to add a little bit more as I mix this up. Alright, and add my Lye seasoning salt. Now this is a recipe you can't sit back and stir with a spoon. You got to get dirty with it. And my black pepper here. Almost like a meatloaf, almost. Except for there's no egg in here. And I got my my breadcrumbs here. Let my onions get cool a little bit before I add those. So we got to use the phalanges now. So we're just gonna basically mix this up. Gonna mix this up so it's well incorporated. And this is just what's gonna be, the jalapenos are gonna be covered in. This is the exterior. Alright guys, so we're getting this good and mixed up here. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my onions here, guys. Sorry if you guys looking at the bottom of the pan, sorry about that. Got my onions here. We're going to mix these up very carefully. They're still a little warm. Just want to get some flavor to this meat. There we go. Now it's starting to come together, guys. Starting to come together. Those onions in there. And so like I said, this is really kind of a fun, whimsical dish. More like a tailgating dish. But here in Indiana is March Madness, so basketball is really, really important to this state. So, if you got friends over watching the game, this is something you can put together real easy for them, guys. Alright, guys, so I got that incorporated there. I'm going to go ahead and take care of my hands here and wash these off. And I'll be right back here in just a moment, guys. Alright, guys, so the next step of this is basically filling the jalapenos. So, we got our little mixture here together, our cream cheese, spinach, and artichokes. So, basically, we're just going to take a jalapeno, use a spoon that is small enough, and we're just going to stuff it, guys. We're going to stuff it with this mixture. A little time consuming, but well worth it once you taste it. So we're basically just going to stuff the pepper here. And forgive me, I'm going to use the butt end of this here to kind of push it down in here. But we're going to continue to stuff them up here. Like I said, I know I made more dip or more stuffing than I normally would need. Because I know I'm going to use this for a spinach artichoke dip with some chips, and it's going to be the same thing. Maybe put a little bit of Parmesan cheese in there. If you guys want to see that, I have another video for that. So we're going to put some more into the second one here. Check, check. So we're going to put some more into the second one here. Stuff it down in here. Try to get it in there as far as you can. I know it's a little tough. And this can be a little bit time consuming, but well worth it, as I said. And you might have to use your fingers. So don't be afraid to get dirty. This is not a fashion show here. So go ahead and get in there and get dirty. All right, guys. There's my second one. So I'm going to go ahead and do the third and the fourth here. You may not be watching me on that one, but I'm going to go ahead and stuff these other ones here. So I got my 4 peppers filled up here. And with my spinach and artichoke dip, so to speak. I got those filled up here. The next step, all we're going to do is we're going to take some ground beef here. We're going to flatten it out. Now this gets a little messy, so... And all we're going to do is stick a pepper inside of it. So we're just going to take a pepper and stick it inside, and we're going to wrap it around. And we'll probably have to add some more ground beef to it. All right, we got one end covered here. Alright, so you push it down in there real nice there. And there we get the name Armadillo Egg. So, we're just going to put this in the pan here. Now, ideally, you would probably want a rack on the bottom of your pan. I didn't have one. So that the juices will go down and it won't, you know, they will go beneath the meat or the Armadillo Egg. But there's my one, so I'm going to do the other 3 here. Covered up as much as you can. The one layer of meat. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough ground beef for the 4th one, but we'll make up some more. Fam, so we're back through the magic of YouTube. It only took me 30 seconds. No, it was in the oven for about an hour, and this is wonderful. Look at it here. You got your beautiful crust out there on the outside exterior, and your jalapeno with some cream cheese, and I have the spinach and artichoke dip in there oozing out. It looks wonderful. I'm gonna give it a try here, guys. Bear with me. Let me take a little bite. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of everything here. A little bit of the jalapeno kind of destroys itself at that point. I'm gonna get some of the jalapeno, some of the artichoke, some of the meat. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh man. Oh my God. You guys gotta try this for your family, for your friends. If you're watching the game, try this. It's a very simple recipe. Oh, it's wonderful, guys. That spinach and artichoke dip, I mean, it makes the whole day. Hey guys, if you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications so you know when a video comes out. And by the way, keep on the lookout for Big Tone reviews. You can buy camera equipment. You can buy musical equipment. You can buy kitchen equipment. And it all comes from Amazon, guys. Why would you not? Guys, this is Big Tone signing off. Peace.